Hey everybody, lots to talk about today, so let's get right into it. We are looking outside. It's 72 degrees out there. Man, gonna be a scorcher, isn't it? No, it's not. A cold front's coming through. Hey, let's talk about this week's featured sponsor. That is Pineville Pet Hospital. If you're looking for a new place, you just got your first pet, you know what? They are taking new clients right now, and you can get in there and they'll board your pet. They'll take care of them. You need vaccinations. You've been putting that off. Go on and get them in there, and they will get you all set up. You can find them on the app. They sponsor us there, and you can click through there, get all your information in, get things all set up, get an appointment set as well. Okay, hey, look at 72 outside. I'm time-lapsing a couple of things here from the cameras because I want to see exactly what a frontal passage this strong looks like. So I think it's going to be cool, and maybe I'll share that later. And if it's boring, I won't share it. Okay, 67 up in Natchitoches. That front is just now nudging in there. I was looking at the network of temperatures up there just from like home weather stations, and it looks like on the northwest side of town, and you get up toward Clarence and Campty, it's in the low to mid 60s, and then it's in the 70s on the southeast side of town. So it is it's cooling off. It's not going to get crazy cold or anything, but it does look like this is a pretty decent little front that's going to come through, and we'll have those temperatures in the low to mid 70s, and then they will come tumbling down. Big severe weather last night and yesterday afternoon up around Chicago, and then overnight in the Ohio River Valley. Those storms continue to move on toward the northeast. Again, this is the thing where we were saying it looks like the forcing is going to stay to our northeast, and so far it has, and it looks like it will. Closer to home, I know some people were saying had a couple of sprinkles this morning, and yes, we do have those showers that are moving through. It's kind of tough to see on the reflectivity, so let's go over and see where that front is on the winds, and there you go, that little line moving in through Natchitoches. You can see it has cleared that. This thing is cooking to the south, and this should get here to Alexandria in about an hour, and you can kind of extrapolate out from there. Probably clears the area. I'd say clears Opelousas in about 3 hours, and right now it is through Manny. It is through Natchitoches, just now getting through Winfield, and those winds are going to switch to the northwest. It's going to get cooler, but like I said, not too cold. So future wind gusts, we are going to see the winds turn from the southwest to the north, and they are going to be humming once again with gusts up around 30 miles per hour, perhaps a little bit higher. And yeah, it's going to be a breezy one. Wind alerts, these are your wind advisories for today. This is only going to encompass the Shreveport Parish warning area. So Sabine, Natchitoches, Wind Grant, and LaSalle, you are in this, and it is going to be windy area wide. So advisory or not, I'd say today is a rough day to go fishing. Here are your temperatures going in reverse from cloudy to mostly cloudy, 68 to 61 through the day. So you go from, being fine in like a t-shirt or something in the morning to probably needing a light jacket on the way home. So it's not one of those deals where we go below freezing or anything crazy, but it is going to cool off. There you go. Temperatures dropping through the day slowly, kind of planing out after that front comes through. And then we're going to see lows tonight in the low to mid 40s. So it stays above freezing. It is going to be chilly, but it's not going to be too cold. Futurecast shows the front going bye-bye. We get a few more showers behind that. Look at this Thursday. We just get, some sprinkles maybe. It's really light if we get anything out of that. And then a more substantial round of rainfall coming in for Friday morning. Now, this clears out, I think, by noon on Friday, but I think we see a half an inch to perhaps an inch. And you know what? I did want to mention one more thing. I figured I'd throw this in the middle here, not to get too bogged down in the beginning there. But we have a new sponsor. I'd like to thank the Rapides Parish Coliseum for jumping on board, and I'm going to be talking about some of their upcoming events as well. So if you have not gotten your tickets for the WWE event on March 9th, you might see me there getting... No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to be... I'd break in half if I ever tried something like that. But it is going to be a cool thing if you are into the wrestling scene, or if your kid is, or if you were back in the day and you want to go relive those glory days, get out there and check them out at the Coliseum. Also, Oliver Anthony on March 8th. So we got a lot of stuff coming to town, including some rain. There we go. Segueing back into the weather, some general thunderstorms. That means not severe. So we are going to see, I think, a few rumbles probably tomorrow evening into probably more like tomorrow after midnight and then into Friday morning. That's our best chance to see those thunderstorms. And we need the rain. We have a trace here this morning. This is just everything we're seeing here has fallen this morning, and that's not much. So yeah, we've had high fire danger recently. This is going to help us kind of quell that, at least temporarily, before we get all hot, like we did last year and do all that stuff. Temperatures are going to be cool over the next couple of days. So we're looking at more the wind and the lower humidity have been creating that fire danger. But if we get an inch of rain, inch and a half of rain over the next week, that's going to do a lot to help us, at least temporarily. And your 7-day forecast shows that we do. We have the rain coming into the forecast. I think this is mainly going to be Thursday night into Friday morning. Weekend looks pretty good, just a few showers out there. And then Monday, it looks like more storms, and these get out of here on Tuesday. We could sneak back up to 80 on Sunday, but look at that. We go from 74 to 57, then we're back to 80, and we're back to 70. So we are roller coastering around here. It is going to be one of those change of the seasons from day to day here across our area. Now let's jump back. Take a look further into the future. We have warmth. It's going to stick around, I think, into the middle of March here. So I don't see any big cool downs here. It looks like it'll get a little bit cooler, but still around or above normal, which in March is pretty warm around here. And yes, we do keep the rain in the forecast long term. So it doesn't look like we're into any sort of long-term dry spell here. Obviously, with the 7-day forecast showing rain, I just know the last 10 days have been pretty dry, which is nice in the sense that this is like severe weather season. So if we can get 10 clean days in a row like that, as long as we get enough rain to keep things to keep the fire danger down, I think we're in a good place. Let me see what we've got here. Any questions? Yes, excited about the cooler weather and rain. Me too. You still haven't bought your ticket for wrestling? Get them and tell them Nick sent you, because that keeps them coming back for more. And then I can do more things like buy cameras and stuff like that, which I do have more cameras coming in. I don't want to get detailed on this, but let's just say there are several more cameras that are going to be installed. I don't have an exact time frame, but I would say before the end of March, this is going to be in the area, and we're going to have a lot of weather stations as well. So when I look out at this stuff, not only am I going to say, hey, I looked at my app here and I see that all the little home weather stations around Natchitoches are doing this, I'm going to have them on all the cameras. We're going to be streaming them all live through the website, and there's going to be several. So I'm finally just going for it and building that network. I talked about it with the subscribers on the subscriber chat, so if you want to subscribe, you can find out more. How about that? All right, I'm going to get out of here. I think I'm done for the day. I will be watching things, time-lapsing all that stuff when the front comes through. And remember, it is going to get cooler, so if you haven't left the house yet, if you're going out to an early lunch, a late breakfast, something like that, and you say, oh my gosh, it's so warm, he doesn't know what he's talking about. It's going to get cooler, so bring the jacket, bring a long-sleeve t-shirt, do something, little common sense day. All right, I will see you back here tomorrow.